Well, the Oregon legislature also passed $100 million in drought relief funding for the state. And of that, around $20 million is headed to Klamath County for ongoing drought relief and wildfires. NBC5's Jenna King has more on how the funding is going to be broken up and along with the timeline. She's live with the details. Hey, Jenna.
Shelley, a sigh of relief coming to many in the Klamath Basin. The Klamath Water Users Association tells me this funding will benefit thousands in Klamath County.
Sometimes it's easy in Klamath County to think that no one's listening in Salem. And so this is, it sounds like we were heard and we're appreciative.
Desperately needed funding is headed to Klamath County for drought assistance from the state. The county will administer $4 million in funding for domestic well assistance. It'll help reimburse residents that had their wells go dry during the summer when there was no water in the canals. That usually recharges the shallow groundwater that homeowners rely on. Paul Simmons, the director of the Klamath Water Users Association, says at least 300 people reported dry wells.
So part of the funds could be used to reimburse those costs. Part of the funds could be used to improve their wells or deepen their wells, or to connect them to municipal systems or centralized systems.
An additional $4 million is going to irrigation districts for operation and maintenance expenses. Simmons says property owners are required to pay operations and maintenance costs whether they get water or not.
A year where many people paid these costs to maintain a water system that did them absolutely no good. On top of that, we've seen the canals that have never ever been deprived in water. They're cracking up, they're filling up chock full of weeds, they have animal burrows in them.
$3 million will go to drilling livestock watering wells and livestock watering access to help keep cattle out of the streams. Simmons says upstream of Upper Klamath Lake, people haven't been able to divert water out of the stream to water their cattle because of water rights constraints.
So this would be providing a source of water, livestock watering, that doesn't require the cattle actually be able to get down into the stream. So wells to pump water for cattle to drink, or access points so that it's very constrained how they do get to the water.
Finally, $1 million will go to drought resiliency work in Klamath County, which funds will be distributed through the Oregon Watershed Enhancement Board.
I think the whole package is really important because you have different users that have different needs. So if your well went dry, you need assistance there. If you had to sell your cattle early or weren't able to get a full crop, you need assistance there. If you're an irrigation district and you don't have any income, you need assistance there.
State Rep E. Warner Reschke represents Southern Klamath and Lake counties. He says lawmakers have been asking for this funding since July.
My one-word summary is finally. Finally, we have the money that we needed that will help Oregonians.
The remaining $10 million is for tribal-related resources for the Klamath tribes. To learn more about that breakdown of funds, you can visit our website, KOBI5.com. For now, live in the newsroom, Jenna King, NBC5 News.